I'm back with another reading. So today we got songs as well for the vibe of each bio. So as you can see from the title, what do people find attractive about you? Remember to like and subscribe to my channel. Leave a comment if you want to. If you want a personal reading, you can email me. My email is down in the description. Also, my prices on how to book a reading is just simply send me an email with what type of reading that you want, and then I'm gonna discuss it with you and send you a PayPal request, and the reading is booked. Once the reading is done, I'm gonna send you the reading as an unlisted video on YouTube. If you want to be a member of my channel, click the link down in the description. It says join my channel, so you can click on it and see the perks, but also you can check the playlist for members. I have two playlists for members. You can check them: the daily pick a card reading and the members only videos. The daily pick a card readings, they're all titled daily pick a card reading, but when you click on each daily, you're gonna see in the description what pick a card I've done that day. The members only videos, there's a different kind of reading. There's a normal pick a card, and also there's a detailed reading. Gonna find a lot of them, so it's like a topic. And then there's different pick a card in the description relating that topic only. It's almost like a detailed reading for the topic, right? So, and there's like a different reading where like we're discussing a thing, like a natural disaster thing, like where I'm boasting things. So you can check that. And if you want to join my channel, I am happy to have you there. I'm drinking my coffee. So I'm excited today because I really worked the vibe on each bio. I still didn't see them, but I felt each bio and what song is really the bio. So I'm excited to see the cards and see how this song is relating, the songs that I chose for the bio relating to that bio. So almost like I got a vibe of like how people see you in a song. Okay, so you can listen to it and see like how people really see you and feel the vibe of the song. I chose the songs really carefully. So anyway, let's start. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. If you feel drawn to choose different bios, go ahead. Just do not force it. If you feel drawn to choose another bio, like 2 or 3 bios, go ahead, because maybe like when it comes to reading like this, how people view you, you could have a different group of people, right? Like people from like a certain group of people who see you differently, a different like vibe. So if you feel drawn to choose different bios, go ahead. If you're not, do not force it. Anyway, let's start this reading. Ignore my nails. I wanted to do my nails, and Spirit said no, do the reading first. So yeah. So this song we're going to see at the end. Number 1, what do people find attractive about you? I don't feel like people are not really attracted to you, not because you're an ugly person or anything. It's just like you could be like someone who dress up in a way that you're not really catchy. Like you're very formal. Like there's nothing that would stand out. Like you're someone who's like, you just could be like dressing up, like you're wearing uniform every day, like dressing up for work, like professional clothes, and they see you with your professional clothes. Seems like you're on the run. It could be like sometime with a messy hair. There's nothing like people will say like, wow, this person catch my eyes. Like you could be like always like on the run, like, or there's nothing catchy out of the ordinary. Also, you could be looking like everybody else around you. Like there's nothing that stand out. Like probably everybody is like your color, everybody's like your hair around you, so there's nothing actually standing out to people here. Majority of the people, they don't really see you, like they don't see you as someone who's like they're gonna think about when they're gonna go. We are talking about what do people find attractive about you, so there's other things here, but the first thing that I noticed, that people don't really notice you much because of how you are really in uniform or something like that. People find attractive about you. I do feel like you have few people who like look at you and they would find this is very weird. I don't know where you live, but there is something attractive about your house. I don't know if strangers see your house. Like I don't know if you live in a country where like this is your window and this is your house, and how you could be like doing something from the window, or you could be working in a window, like, or a customer service or something, like you're there and people are seeing you, how you work. Something very attractive about your work ethic or what you do. You could maybe vlog or post a picture of your garden or something, or the way you live. Your style of work and living, it's catchy to some people. Like people find it very amazing. You could also be a minimalist, like, or something like that, and people really love, they respect certain things that you have, right? Whether there's a bag that you're holding, like it could be like a recycle thing, like there's certain thing of your lifestyle that catches people and they find it very attractive. But when it comes to your physical appearance, I do feel like something about your waist here, your waist area is very attractive. Wherever your waist area here, like your waist and here above your back, where your waist is from the back, is very attractive. You could have a tattoo or you have something, or it just looks so attractive. Like from the back, people are looking above your ass and it looks attractive. So that's something here. I don't feel like people find attractive they're like bones. I'm saying like line up, like you could have like you're someone who got a lot of bone showing, like basically your cheekbones are like, you know, obvious, or something about like you have bones, like something about your bones, like maybe your shoulder bones or something about your bones, like something about how your bones are. People find it very attractive. I do feel like a lot of people also find your neck attractive from the back. Maybe you're always tying your hair. Some people find it attractive, something about your neck area from the back. There's a lot of back. So maybe your back is really beautiful, or something about your back that is just really like, you can see people find it attractive. Like when they see your back and they're like, whoa, this person got a really beautiful neck and a back, like hips and like especially the waist area in the back. You could have like a long neck or something from the back, looks so beautiful, catchy. And your hair, okay, or your hair from the back would look really attractive to people. People find it attractive how you, this is not a lot of people, but majority of people, like maybe you had encounter with people that you made them angry, that they find it attractive that you made them angry. Like they find it attractive that you know how to get under their skin, or you got under someone's skin. What else here? I'm seeing like a lot of lines like in your body. I don't know if you have lines or like you have tattoo that looks like lines, bones, lines, boop, 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 lines, like lines. You could have like a really symmetrical lines, a face, like symmetrical things, like something is like very symmetrical, or like your backbone here, like is very like a line, a back line. Yeah, I'm seeing like back line, like something like about lines that looks really attractive to people. Talking about people in general, right? Who see you in public. And that's all I see for you, honestly. Let's see your song. Yeah, Shooter by Chris Brown. Here. I don't know why I flipped the card. I thought the camera's flipped. Can screenshot it. So that's it for number 1. Number 2, we're gonna see the song later, but let's see what's attractive about you, what people find attractive about you. Talking about people opinion, like people who don't know you, they just see you in public. Yeah, I do feel like people are always fantasizing about looking at your pussy and dick, intimate area. You might be wearing things that reveals your intimate area, or people assume something about your intimate area, that like you look, you know, like you're wearing something tight from the back if you're a woman, and people like really thinking about like your ass and your intimate area, like your pussy or something like that, or your dick. Like people always think about your dick, like you could have a V line or something about your abs. You could have like a very beautiful stomach, or if you're a man, like your V line. People keep thinking about your dick, like whether they want to think about it or not, they stare at you and the first idea in their head is like your dick. You must be someone who got a beautiful dick or something. You have like, or they look at you and they think like someone like you have like a strong dick, or it's very weird. I don't know how it goes, but this is how majority of the people thinking about your dick, or they want to be sexually intimate with you whenever they look at you. There's something about your body, could have a strong body, or something about your body they like fantasize about, like how you're naked and they're gonna fuck you. So people like, they look at your body and what you wear and your face and all of that, they think sexually how you're gonna be naked, okay? So what do people find attractive about you? You could live around people who like very like pervert likes. I'm not saying like everybody who's gonna look at you this way, maybe they're gonna crush on you, yeah. But I'm seeing like majority of people around you. So maybe you live in a neighborhood where people are just, there's a lot of men and women who are like very thirsty and weird, maybe, or they're like thinking men like you or girls like you. I'm seeing also this scenario because it's a general reading. Every time I choose about the collective energy is accurate, the messages are different. It could have people who thinking like you dress up this way for sex, or you dress up this way because you want them. There's people who like that, especially religious people or people who like, cave people like that. So you could have people who like, misogynistic or something around you. They are like associate you with sex, and you have people also question on you because of that, or they just like how you're open, even if you feel like you don't dress up things that they're open. It seems like this woman here, and this man as well, they're sitting and they're like half naked, or that's how people really see them, and they don't know that they're naked. They're very comfortable. Or you might be, even if you dress up, like people just keep thinking about your body. So what people find attractive about you, you're not gonna like this one, but I told you, you live in a society or people around you are very weird toward women or men in general, or men like you or women like you, or they like stereotype you, because I'm seeing like someone here like thinking like it's attractive. Like you have people who are like thinking that they like it's attractive that you look like you're naive or easily played, or girls like you, men like you are very naive or dumb. Or you're like, how people stereotype you because of girls like you who dress up this way or look beautiful, they could be dumb, or men like you who are handsome, they could be probably dumb and not educated. Like some people think it's attractive. They want someone who's like dumb and always into like dressing up and fashion, like something like that. I'm seeing a stereotype about like people who look like you and dress up or so into fashion. You could be someone who dress up, and around your society is not something very common to someone be interested in fashion or something like that. Even if you don't dress up much, I think like you're probably dumb. They want a dumb girl, a dumb man who's like into fashion. They feel like they want this. They think it's really cool to have someone who's like this, like Legally Blonde kind of movie. Like I don't know, but it's just very dumb. But this is what I saw. I don't know where I live. Let me know in the comment section. But I'm seeing a heavy stereotype. Okay. So what do people find attractive about you? Other people, all I see is sex. Like literally, like all I see is like sex, like beneath you, like something about beneath you. I will tell you that. But they see sex and they keep thinking about like, even when you wear leggings, you wear something, or you wear jeans, they're thinking about like your intimate area all the time. They find it very attractive. They don't know what you're wearing, but they just instantly thinking about sex. You have a lot of weirdos around you. But the beneath you part, I do feel like people, there's other group of people who think like it's attractive that a lot of people are beneath you, or you rise, and maybe they notice that you've done something in public that you ignore hate, or you, like for example, if you go to a certain grocery store all the time, workers notice that you ignore certain behavior, you ignore people who like look at you this way, or like you're above that shit, right? They find it very attractive that you're above that shit. I do feel like what people find attractive about you is your side profile. You have a beautiful side profile, nose or something. Like they love that. You have beautiful face, especially your eyebrows and eyes and side profile. People love your teeth and smile as well. There's something here about you're just a pretty person, a handsome person. Honestly, I wish that there's something more, but people think like you're a pretty handsome person. Because I feel like you're more than that. Like I'm seeing you here in more than that, but people just seeing you in a shallow way. So that's all I have for you. Let's see the song for you that gonna describe people vibe. Solo by Future. Future? Future Solo. So here, you can screenshot the song, research the song. Number 2. Thank you for watching. Number 3, what do people find attractive about you? Number 3, we got a song here for you, and we're gonna see it at the end. I don't feel like the nobodiness of everybody. Something about nobody. The fact that nobody can approach you is very frustrating and sexy. It's like, even if they don't know you, they're strangers, they feel like you're unapproachable, and it seems like there's something about you that they know that you're unapproachable, or they cannot approach you, or your face look like you're someone who's like gonna reject people, and there's something very attractive about like you're something that they cannot have. Or like some people look at you and they're like, you're unapproachable. They know you're unapproachable. it's like there's this knowing. I don't know what you're doing exactly, but people know and they see you in public and they're like, people like you are unapproachable. Like also it could be like people who see you several times in public and they know that you are unapproachable, or they feel like they see you always alone, that you're just a mystery. Like they feel like you have dignity, something about it. You have dignity. You're like not with anybody. You have people who look at you and they're like, wow, like they've seen a lot of men, like for example, and a lot of women coming to you. Let's say this is a club that you go to, a bar, a coffee shop, whatever it is. They keep seeing you alone. They keep seeing like the people flirt with you, but you're alone. Like you don't want to talk to anybody. Like nobody can talk to you. Also, there's like an incident that happened probably in public, or this is could be at work, or some people who not like they feel like you don't let in anybody, and at the same time you're very social, so it's attractive. It's not like you're an introvert, you're outgoing, but you don't let anybody in. And if someone came talking to you in a way, or they try to say shit to you, you know how to reply. There's something about your replies, like you know how to reply, to tell them like to fuck off. Or if someone like you seem like you're antisocial or something, like you're sitting alone, you're talking or you're doing something, but if someone approaches you and says something mean, you're gonna be the loudest in the room. You're gonna be like, hell fucking no. There's something very attractive about like nobody can have you and you're not with anybody. You could also be in an age, you could live in a society where people who are like in your age taken and have boyfriend, girlfriend, or they have a husband, even a wife, and you're not. And it seems like you got it all, but you're not. It seems like you have standards. Something about like people study you in public. People are focused on you in public. So maybe you don't know, maybe asking about people who see you. You could have a routine bath here, like you're going to places here, and it could be the same places that you go to like every weekend, same place, mall, whatever it is. But people just discuss you in public, like that person. You could not know that people know you, that person, that girl, that man. You're that man, that girl. Like they look at you as like that person. Like you're like you leave some impression on people. They find it very attractive that you leave impression. They just look at you and you're catchy. Like they know that you're that person who's like odd. You're odd. You're just odd. There's something odd about you. The way that you do things is very different, and the way you walk or dress is different, and people just know that you're just odd. Like they know that you look different. You also could look different than everybody else, so people will know that this is the girl, that's the man, that everybody will talk about, and they will know that's you. And something like that. You could also be mixed, or you look different, or you live in a country where you dress up differently than them, or you look different. Okay. uh People find attract, I feel like here like there's different vibes because you could be in different places, because I've seen different people, right? I feel like here you have people who like find it very attractive that a lot of people, like you have older men or older women or even your age, who like look at you and they find it very attractive that like a lot of men are pursuing you, or a lot of women are looking at you, and it's kind of hilarious. Like you could be like not really looking at them, but every time you sit, like they see like someone like looking at you, and they feel like people are crushing on you, and they think like it's funny because how like people are crushing on you or looking at you. You're very attractive no matter what you wear. There's a thing, like look at this woman, she's wearing things like she's a nun, but look at her down here. So it seems like no matter what you wear, like even if you wear like unrevealed clothes, like you wear long clothes or like professional clothes, you look sexy. Like you're one of those people who like dress up something and they will manage to make it so erotic. It's not like anything, it's just your body. Like something about your face and body seems like people just gonna be like, oh my god, this person's so hot. Like, and then they cannot blame it on the way you dress or the way you talk. Like it's just a vibe, like something about your energy also. Your vibe is really strong, I gotta say, because your vibe is like, you see that not balance here, because your vibe not balance in the room. Like your vibe is so high. And you know I'm blunt with my reading. The good thing about my reading is that I'm blunt. If shit is there, I'm gonna say it. So if I'm saying shit that sounds really extreme, it is extreme. So your vibe is really high that people are just noticing you. You could talk also in a way that people are listening to. You could talk and know, like when you talk and ask about something, people always wonder who you are in life, like where you coming from, what is it exactly about. You're just like very confident in yourself also, like you don't look at who's staring at you, like you don't look who's staring at you, and you're very confident. Like I do feel like here certain times like some people try to test you. You might not even know about that, but because I'm seeing like strangers who try to test you, like for example, like if you go to a place that they kept seeing you there, they try to test you by talking to you and ask you certain questions to see if you're shy or not, and you were not shy. Like just want to see like if you're literally an introvert or not. Like there's like a puzzle inside their head, like why are you alone? And maybe they ask you several times, maybe you're just alone, you're like, I just want to have my space, like, or something like that. It's like seems like you're very confident, you don't give a fuck if you're gonna go alone to a restaurant to sit there, like you want your free time, like you have already a lot of shit, you're very confident, you do things that people maybe are not gonna be confident doing in public. So people also love the way you smell, but it's just the erotic thing. Like I cannot help it but seeing that whatever you wear, it looks so sexy. Let's see your song number 3. What song did I choose? Yeah, Marilyn Monroe, Limmy by Limmy. Limey or Limmy? Limmy. So check the song. It does feel the vibe. Like I'm like, okay, when I chose it for number 3, I'm like, this is what people feel. So number 4, we got an interesting song for number 4 also. Let's see, we're gonna see the song at the end, but let's see what do people find attractive. Wait, this is hilarious. This is hilarious. People find attractive about you that you're all over the place. You're messy. You're anxious. You're someone who's like, like cute anxious, like you're cute anxious. Like sometimes you're like strangers see you, like you're like lost, or you look like this lost person. You're looking like, oh, or sometimes you have this face when you think. Like you could have a face when you think like it's just so cute, and you're like anxious, or you're like asking or looking at things like in the store, and you're like you have a lost face, like a lost foreigner face or something. That's just very cute how you look lost, or you look you stare, like you could be staring left and right, like you look like you're stressed or anxious, you just anxious in public. You might be not anxious, but this is how you look. You look like anxious in public and stare at people, and you're like feeling awkward, or you have this awkward look. You awkward stare. You could awkwardly stare at people and people think it's cute. Some people find it cute. What's attractive about you? Number 4. You look like a very disciplined nerd. And it's just very odd, but you look like a disciplined nerd. Like you're very nerdy. Could be the lost look, like where you look very nerdy and always on edge looking at the time, or like you look very nerdy and looking at things like if they're taboo, for example, you give them a look like what? Or you look nerdy. Even if you're not this way, people assume that you're a nerdy person. Like you're a person who's like on time every time, sleeping, never forget to brush their teeth, like this is how you look, and they find it attractive, okay? Like here, the knowledge, the nerdiness, you look nerdy. You could walk with a book or something, or whatever the case. Even if you're not like that, maybe you're just watching Netflix on your iPad. It's just like this is how they think it is. I think you look nerdy. You look someone who cares about the environment. I'm not saying this is a nerdy thing, but they feel like you look nerdy. You look on time. You're very disciplined. You don't want things to be not disciplined. Maybe they know you go into a coffee shop all the time or something like that, and they find it very attractive about you. I do feel like people find it very attractive that you're not judging. Like you could be looking weird, but you don't judge. You don't judge. Like you don't stare. Like you could be nervous, stare at everybody. I find it like you're like innocent stare, but you don't like give a fuck. Like you don't give a fuck about what's happening next to you. So I don't feel like because like maybe several strangers who got judged a lot, and that when they walk near you, that you didn't judge them or look at them or the way that they dress, who they are, or you look like someone who doesn't judge and you're not racist, very open-minded, and this is what they find attractive about you. I don't feel like there's any other thing except that about strangers, but if you feel like drawn to choose another bio, go ahead, because you could have like different strangers, but in bios I did mention the different group of strangers seeing you, so it could be like only that, so follow your intuition. There's nothing more. Heartless, Kanye West. Yeah, here's the song. This is the vibe that you give people. Like very disciplined, like that. So number 5. What do people find attractive about you. We're gonna listen to the song at the end of the reading. So people find it attractive that they're scared that other people are intimidated by you. You have this look that you're intimidation when you walk in the room. They don't want people like you to walk in. Some people, they're insecure. You're that rich person. You look rich. Or you're that person who like looks like you have bigger status. Or maybe people know you, that you have bigger status or know who you are in public. That people get intimidated. They don't be themselves whenever you walk in a room. Whether you know it or not. People are intimidated by people who look like you. It could be awfully like off limit. You look like you're off limit. You look like out of their league. You look so sexy, you look so hot. But there's this thing of like torture, inner torture, jealous hoes. So I don't feel like people are attracted to you, but some of them are jealous hoes, they hate you. You know, like haters are your biggest fan. So people are like, you're the sunshine. Your light is so bright that you keep making people feel shit about themselves. Whether you wanted to or not, they just feel shit about themselves when they look at you. You make everything look shit. Like you make them look shit next to you. You have people who look at you and they know if they're going to be around you somewhere, they're gonna be invisible. So yeah, look, like everybody look at you. Everybody look at you. You might be like focused on one thing, but like your strangers notice how many person look at you. Like, you know, like strangers notice that you're the thing that everybody gonna look at. They wish you have strangers who wish to be you. They wish to be looking like you, okay? I do feel like you have strangers who really like nosy when they look at you. They want to know what you're doing. Like they want to talk to you. Yeah, like you're very catchy. People want to talk to you. They want to get to know you. You have strangers who want to approach you, who want to get your number. Like they basically want to kiss your ass. So it depends on the place that you go to. For example, if you go to a bar or something like that, you're gonna be that stranger who everybody want to approach. Like they want to approach you before anybody else does because they know everybody gonna want you. You're the most wanted person there. So the heartache and the pain from strangers looking at you, it's real. So if you felt strangers looking at you funny, judging you, yeah, that's why. They feel like if they have family members around them, like they have their spouse around them, they feel like their spouse looking at you. So whatever you do, you're just bright, honey. You look like you're out of their league. Whether you know it or not, whatever you do, you look like that. I do feel like everything about you is attractive. But I do feel like your face is the most attractive thing. Like you have very beautiful, unique features. You have a beautiful face and a baby face also. You could have like a very baby face like or something like that. And you look so hot. You also look like a certain type of people. Like I don't know, like I'm seeing like their perspective of you. You look like certain type of people inside their head. Like for example, they feel like people who look like you or rich people look this way and this is how they assume that you are. Or you look like a certain model, famous model or famous actor that they know this famous actor is hot. They associate you to certain group of people looking like you or something like that, or you look like everybody else from there. So they're like they know that everybody look at you this way, even if you know it or not. They know when strangers look at you, they it might like you're used to your face, you don't see that, but you look like a certain thing. Like when people look at you, they're gonna be like, oh wow, this person look like they just came straight out of, I'm here in Bollywood movie, could be brown or black also. They look like they came out of a Bollywood movie, or like I'm seeing Bollywood movie. It could be a Hollywood movie, but I'm seeing like a darker skin person, like hair. So also I'm seeing like Angelina Jolie or something like that. I don't know what is it, but it's just general reading because it could be looking like anything. If you're a man, I don't know this actor name. But you look like what, like I forgot his name, Momoa, Jason Momoa, is it or something like that? Momoa, the one who's like an Aquaman. You look like a certain look, like you cannot. They know that people when they look at you, they're gonna be like, wow, this person look so hot, and the beauty standards in something that's known that people who look like you instantly gonna look like, you know, beautiful thing. I don't feel like you know. Honestly, I don't feel like you know. Look at you here playing with whatever shit and you're like here focusing on your shit. This is you. And look at the thing on your eye. Like you're focusing on your shit. You don't know. I don't feel like you know. Number 5, how bad it is, like how people are like dead when they look at you. Maybe you notice hate and you know the hate around you, you don't know why, but you look so good. You might even not give yourself credit. You might be like, yeah, I look tired today or whatever, but you look so hot no matter what. I don't feel like people find it attractive. Your face, your lips, you could have a very beautiful lips and eyes. Something about your face in general looks so beautiful. You could have interesting piercings or tattoos that other people just like but they fucking hate. Like they like but they fucking hate because they're not allowed to have them. So you could have people who are looking at you and they're like, oh my god, like I could never. I could never. People gonna look at me like it looks good on you, but they know on them people going to. It's almost like some people think like either they're not allowed and you're allowed and they hate that, or they think like they could be culturally not allowed or something, or they think like they could never look as good, like people will, they will look like a slut, but when you wear it you look elegant. I'm laughing because it's true. You might not think it's true because sometimes like people would want to copy you but they look like trash, you know, like when you put outfit together, even if you wear like something very revealing, the way that you wear it, the way that you put other pieces together, it makes it look either elegant or not, right? I don't really like to have people who try to copy you. So people find attractive your body, you could be looking fit or something like that. Also, people find it attractive that you are very private. Like no matter what they ask you, you don't answer, or you're unapproachable also. So thank you for watching number 5. Let's see the song for you. I forgot what is the, yeah. See, Gangsta by Kehlani. Like you just, it's just the vibe, right? Like just the vibe of the song, like where this girl is like unapproachable, she needs someone better, like nobody else feels this way. And it just feels like a live thing that you're going through. Anyway, number 6. We're gonna listen to your song later at the end, but let's see what do people find attractive about you. Number 6. I don't feel like people find your smell very attractive and your teeth. You could have very, very white teeth, or your teeth are just very beautiful. Even if they're not white, your teeth and your smile is just so catchy to people and they love your teeth and smile. You have a beautiful smile and teeth. You're very sexy. You're so hot. You look like, I don't want to say a model. You look like a model, but I'm seeing like more like a porn star. I'm sorry, but it's like something very, like to people, you look so sexy. You look also like some elegant prince from the medieval century. Like you look elegant, you look sexy with your hair. Something like people have fantasy. They might look at you that you look like a certain prince that they saw in a movie, or a king or a queen, but there's like this medieval vibe. You can see it. I don't feel like people are just people when they look at you. Something about your look. You look at them like they're like, damn, they melted. Look how this man is holding his dick and the eyes and the mouth. Like, it looks like he just himself, but it seems like he's ready and he's horny or something like that. Like, whatever your gender, your look, like, whatever you do is very seductive. Even the way you talk or the way you smile, the way you look. People are melting, like, oh my god, his look or her looks. Like, they stare at me and feel like, oh my god, I'm Milton. Like, people are crushing on you whether they know you or not. It's really hilarious because you could just look on like a side. Maybe you did notice like strangers, whenever you look at them, they look at you and they just froze. They just froze, like they just frozen there. They don't know what to do. They just like look at you and they're like, wow. Or maybe you were like, ew, pervert, why are they staring at me? They like, you look at them in a way, and even when you look like you're angry or something, but you look, see, that's a lot of love. This is hilarious because the strangers just fall in love with you. Like you could not know it. Listen. I tell you, those things are true. Those things are true. Because I heard a lot of weird things, but those things are true. Like you could be having those looks or something about your eyes when you're talking normally and people think like you're flirting with them, or even your voice, or sometimes you look, or even when you're thinking. There's something that's like people just like thinking like, damn, like I want this person to be mine. Like people are just crushing on you because of how you look. You also your walk, something about the way you walk in a way that you might be walking differently than other people. You could have this walk, you could have a walk like you walk so confident, or you walk like you're a runway model, or you walk and then you stare at I have no fucking idea. I'm just channeling people how they look at you. I'm seeing like you're walking, and then you stare and you look on the side in a slow motion, and then you stare at someone, and then they stare at you, and then you look at them, and then your eyebrows is like this here, like like you're confused. You're like looking at them like what the fuck, and people are just wow, like you look like you're a model or something, or your look, your eyes. They don't know. There's something about you is catchy. It seems like your body movement, your body language is amazing. But I'm seeing this movement where you walk and someone on the left side, literally, and you stare at them, and then they stare at you, and then you look at them, and then something about your eyes, you look at their face, and then you look at their neck, and then you look at their face again, and you look at their neck. You might not notice that your looks are how you look, and your eyebrows and everything, like you have expressive feature, and you look at them, and then you're just confused. They're strangers, but something about them, they fall in love. So people love the way that you wear things underneath something. Like you could have like really beautiful boots, or like you could wear a skirt and then there's under it a boot or leggings, or you could wear something, a jacket, and there's something under it, or like a socks or a shoe that's here, like in the down area here. There's something very beautiful, or how you walk. Again, the walk and things here, right? People find attractive about you that you're so free. You look like you're free, you're confident. Like you know what gave me, like, I don't know what movie or thing it is. It's give me a scene of like a movie, maybe Selma Hayek movies, I don't know, like where like this woman, she goes and she's just tired, and it gives me Selma Hayek vibe. You could look like Selma Hayek. Whatever your gender, you could look like this, or you could look blonde or whatever, but it gives me the vibe of her movies where like she's walking, and then for example, like she's cooking, right? Like she's wearing whatever she wore inside her house. Like she's sweaty and all of that, and she look nice. And then she go inside, like she go down in the farmer market, and then she pick like some fruit in the basket, or and then people are staring at her, and everybody's staring at her, and she's like not giving a fuck and looking at people. It's like, hey, how are you? Good morning, saying hi to everybody. Like she's minding her business, even if everybody's looking at her. She's minding her business, and she doesn't even. It's almost like she doesn't even notice anybody, or she's not even noticing how people looking at her. She's not angry. She's nothing. Like she's so focused on herself. Like she doesn't even focus on people. Like if they're hating her, loving her, or they're horny or whatever. She's just like putting things, and then everybody's staring at her. And there's something about this is very attractive. You look like the type of person, maybe other people judge you. Maybe you heard that in dating, that you look like people don't know if they are with you or not. And the song, no, it makes sense. I will show you the song at the end of it. It makes so much sense for this vibe. Like it's like you maybe dated people who are like they avoided you, ghosted you, or like you dated people who got intimidated, or they tried to make you feel low about yourself, because it's like they don't know. They like look at you not because of that only. I feel like a lot of reason we're not gonna get into that, because I do feel like some of them are insecure and they want to put you down and all of that because you get attention and they know you're better. But you have people who are like thinking like you're so hot, why would you want them? Or you have a lot of attention. But I do feel like people are like sometimes they would think like, oh my god, like they don't know, like you have everybody, like somehow like you love everybody. Not you, it's not you love everybody. You have a lot of suitors and you talk to this person, and sometimes people will be like, you have men or women, whatever the gender you attract to, they'll be like, oh my god, like is this person into me, or are they just being friendly? Because they're like everybody's talking to them and this person's not even noticing. Like see this Salma Hayek vibe that I told you, like where like people are looking at her horny and stuff, and she's like, hey, good morning, someone talking to her, it's like, hey, and she's talking to this man who's like staring at her ass for a while or something. Like she's not really minding anybody, like she's just ignoring everybody. Like she seems like she's so focused on herself, and she's like, hey, good morning, and it's like, yeah, okay, thank you, and she's trying to be polite with everybody. And this person is like, oh, some people are like, are you like into this person too? Like sometimes you're so, and then they notice like you're so polite with everybody, so maybe you're not into them. Like maybe you're just polite with them, or maybe you're talking to them smiling, but like they don't know if you're into them or this is who you are, because this is who you are actually in public. Like when they see you in public, this is who you are. You're seductive, this is how you look, talk to everybody, and this is how you look, this is naturally who you are. So people may be making assumptions when you date them, like, oh my god, this person is flirting with everybody, or is this person into me, or they are just being themselves? Are those looks telling me that sometimes I feel like there's something she's staring at me in a loving way, flirting with me, sometimes not. Like, they get confused. So you have a very seductive sad eye. I don't know what is it, but when you're sad or your eyebrows or something, when you look sad or focused, like, it looks so beautiful. Thank you for watching number 6. We're gonna see your song. You're gonna know what I mean by the song. I was like, I chose the song before the bios, and it was like, this is what I felt, and literally, Corazon. Corazon by Jens. Maître Jens. It's a French song, but you can research the meaning of the song and you're gonna understand. It's literally, he's talking about this woman, like, it's like he doesn't know, like, he's talking like he love her, he doesn't know, one moment she's into him, another moment she's not, and then he said, am I wrong? No, no, no. Am I right? And then sometimes, like, you are the devil, actually, like, you ate all the men and all of that. Like, listen to the song. But this is the vibe I'm having for you. Anyway, have a lovely day. Should I choose? I feel like people have different perspective of me in every fucking way, but I don't know if I should choose or not. I feel like I'm gonna have a lot of shocking things. Should I choose? Hmm. I feel like I am number 6, but also number 3. Oh, it makes sense. You know what? Like, I had like this thing that I don't really notice people around me, or like, I just focus on my shit because people just stare or hate me or not. But like, yeah, I am number 5 as well. But so I'm 3, 5, and 6. You know what? Like, I've been told this before, but I don't notice anybody. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, at the end of the day, I'm just walking with my shit. Like, I'm walking with my shit, you know? I have a lot of perspective of me, actually. Number 5, 6, 3, and 4. I know that 4 is like, some people see me as a nerd. Yeah. Because I'm time, because I have a lot of work and I go to Starbucks. Interesting. And I sometimes, like, I would look like I'm lost or something with stare. If I'm not lost, I'm just staring at, like, I'm like, what, you know, like, I know this person is just there staring at me, and I'm like, what the fuck, why are they staring? I feel like it's more older men, because in here in Doha we have like older men. It's like they're 50 or something. They always walk in the malls, and sometimes they sit in Starbucks, and sometimes they stare at me. I do feel like they think like I'm a school girl or something, because I'm always riding, and I'm always staring at them in a confused way, because I'm like, why is this man staring at me, you know? And they're like, what? But this thing here is very annoying, but I've been through this a lot, and I have no fucking idea why, but people are just weird. But I had this weird man telling me one time, like, he was mad at me. Like, I dated this man, and then he was mad at me, and he's like, he got like this ex, like, I don't, he got kids, right? Who was older than me. I was young. I was like a 22 or something. He was older than me. I broke up with him. It's a long story, but I dated him, and he was like, he worked out at a bar. He was a bartender, and he was just weird. Like, one time, like, he had issues with his ex or something. I don't know, but I remember, like, he just, like, he was confused. He looked at me one time. He talked to me. He's like, are you doing this on purpose? Like, you flirting with me with your eyes there when you came? And I'm like, what? And that time, I literally was just thinking about, like, I'm drinking this vodka orange and I'm talking to people, and then he's like, I'm flirting with everybody with my, I'm like thinking about the orange, and literally I was genuinely asking him, like, I said, hey, like, what did you put in this vodka orange? It tastes weird, tastes different, tastes better, you know? I like taste and I like food and all that. And then he said, like, he put dry oranges inside, and all. I was like, yeah. And then I just ignored him, and I was like, People are fucking weird, you know? People are fucking weird. And there's a reason why I ignore everybody in the room. Because if I'm gonna focus on people and how they look at me, I'm just never gonna live. Like, I'm like, look, stare, do whatever the fuck you want. And I'm just gonna pretend that you're not having your thoughts. Anyway, thank you all. Have a lovely day. Bye.